I can feel my red face here. So the very first thing I had to do when I was hired was figure out who paid $500 and who didn't. We had a good time. Oh, it was fun. I have a ton of stories to tell, which obviously I can't. I have one key message that I would like, not message, like a highlight of my 10 years. And I have to say that it's communications. And the communications have shifted over the years, like 3 different focuses. And I think for those first few years, when I was going around talking with groups, meeting with groups, trying to figure out who's who, what's what, who's important, all this kind of thing, I think the question was, who is this lady? Why does the college exist? What do we have to do? Why are we paying so much money? And how come she's not a dietitian? And so I did a lot of explaining that first year, not so much why I'm not a dietitian, but about the legislation and why we do this. So that first few years was me kind of relaying information. And I guess I passed the muster because I was invited back to many groups. And then slowly we moved through another phase. And I guess that next point was around 2008, when the Ministry of Health at that point, I can't remember his name, asked health professionals, all of us, 23 or so professionals, to find out what the barriers were to health professionals providing better care to the public without costing more money, of course. So, I just went out there, like the College of Physicians and all those other important colleges, and started liaising with registrants again. But this time, the information was coming this way. I needed to listen to hear, what are the barriers? Now that I understood the profession a little better, what are the problems? And so now we've come kind of full circle. We've got the problems, people know what we're here, what we're about. It's taken 10 years, but now we're on the path of advocating for change. We put forward amendments to our legislation to the government. We are waiting, hopefully not 25 years, to have those looked at and approved, and we are moving forward. I think dietitians are really on the map. I think part of the college's existence gave dietitians confidence to stand up just a little taller and be one of those key people in the healthcare team for the public. And I feel really good about that. I feel that you did that yourself, but I think the college helped you get there. Like, yes, we're real, we're as equivalent as the physicians and all those other colleges, even though we're way smaller in numbers, and it was a good thing. So I'm very happy about my 10 years. And one last thing people have mentioned, Carol a few times. Carol, just wave your hand, please. Carol Klein was a key member in the initial board, and I don't want her to go unrecognized for her. So thank you to all of you, and it's been great. So thank you, everyone. We have run a little over time, so I do apologize for that. We are going to try to placate you with some cake. So for those of you who can stay, I'm going to actually call on one last responsibility for the former chairs in the room. Peter, Maria, Laura, I'd like you to do the ceremony of cutting of the cake and just recognize the many, many achievements and it's your shoulders that we stand on today. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. And let's eat cake.